Hey team, Major Foe here, Operation Valkyrie, Japan turned 17.4, July 1944. Okay, Japan has 2 undamaged factories. We are gonna do advanced subs and long-range aircraft. So long-range aircraft needs an 8 or above. We don't have any bonuses. That's a 3, so that's a miss. Still at stage 1, and we'll get a +1 bonus on the next go. Advanced subs is at stage 2. Look, and has a +2 bonus, so anything above a 6 should be sufficient. 5 doesn't make it, just barely, so we'll take that to a 3. Not off to the greatest of starts. Let's hope the rolling gets a little better. Okay, Japan has $72. We no longer have Kido Butai, but we still have improved construction, so that heavy battleship moving from stage 2 to stage 1 is $6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 submarines at $5 a pop. That should be $25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it should be at 41. Okay, a fighter is $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 31. Medium armor is $6, down to 25. A marine is $4, down to 21. We have a militia and a militia upgrade, and another militia and another militia upgrade. That's $2, $4, $6, $8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry at $3 a piece is $12. 13 minus 12 is 1, so we'll save $1. Okay, Japan has a number of combats. From Novosibirsk, there's 2 mountain brigades, 1 infantry, and an artillery. They're going to go into Tanituba against that infantry. And they'll all fall over. Okay. We have the cavalry from Central Mongolia going into Kobodo. That is a walk-on, no dollar value. So we'll change that out. We have a mechanized from Central Mongolia into a country that starts with a U and has a whole bunch of letters after it. Apologies if I'm butchering any of these countries. Into Qinghai, we have a medium tank, a mechanized, and an infantry from Suyan, and 2 medium tanks from Central Mongolia. Once again, no dollar value change. Okay, so those are all the combats in that territory. Okay, the seaplane on the Philippines will move 1 into P50, 2 into P59. We're going to attack the Dutch East Indies. So we'll roll against that submarine and transport with the seaplane. That's 1 attack. Need to move some stuff. The 6th Fleet will move into here. Just make that a little smaller, I guess. Make that. Okay, the 6th Fleet consists of 2 transports and 2 destroyers. So, on one destroyer, there is a Marine. On the other destroyer, there is a Marine. On one of the transports, there is 2 Marines. On the other transport, there is 2 infantry. So, 1 Marine and 1 infantry will go to Borneo. And these 4 units, 3 infantry, correction, 3 Marines and 1 infantry will go into Java. Okay, that tactical bomber that was in P11 on the carrier will move 1 into I-12, 2 into Sumatra. It still has 2 movement. The medium bomber from the air base has a +1, so that's 6 movement. It was 1 to Siam, 2 to P50, 3 to Sarawak, and 4 to Borneo. It'll join the infantry and the marine. The two fighters have a movement of 5, +1 from the airfield. 1 to Siam, 2 to P50, 3 to P59, 4 to Java, and then it can land. Both fighters can land if they survive on the light carriers for a movement of 5. The tactical bomber has 2 movements left, so it can go 1, 2 back into Siam or British Malaya or the Philippines or Sarawak or Ceylon or even southern India. So that's attack number 1, attack number 2, attack number 3. So joining the 6th Fleet will be the battle cruiser and the heavy battleship from P32 to get a couple extra little bombard shots. All 4 shots will be going into Java. So there'll be a heavy battleship, 2 battleships, and a battle cruiser doing 4 pot shots or shore bombardments into Java. Okay, both of these submarines will also move over to P59 and they will raid that line. Okay, that's already annoying. My OCD's kicking in there, folks. Apologies. Okay, that's this area. Now we have a destroyer in P16. We'll grab that marine. It has a bonus movement of +1 from the major shipyard. It'll move 1 to P15, 2 to P32, 3 to P41, and land that marine in P50 into Sumatra. The transport from P14 will move 1 to P32, 2 to P41, and 3 to P50. It will unload an infantry and a medium tank in round number 2 into Sumatra. That medium tank's going into a jungle, so it'll be attacking at a 3 in round 2. The infantry is unaffected and the marine is unaffected by the jungle. Okay, I believe that is all the combat movements I have. A, B, C, D, E, G, H, I. Okay, let's start up here in Tanatuva, see how this works out. So we have a first strike into the mountains. That's at a 2 with the artillery. That's a 3, that's a miss. We have a mountain brigade boosted by the artillery at a 3. That hits. We have a regular mountain infantry unboosted at a 2. That also hits. I believe I'm wasting these rolls. And we have an infantry at a 1. Wow, that was some crazy rolling there. The infantry does die, and it returns fire at a 4. And that's a miss. So Tanatuva falls. Tanutuva. Okay. Hopefully I didn't use up my good rolls on that fight. Okay, so aside from taking territories away from the CCP, there was no dollar values exchanged there. So we'll move down here. We'll roll this seaplane versus that submarine. The transport doesn't get to fire back, so it's automatically deleted. The coastal sub, the seaplane attacks that coastal sub at a 3 or less. Oof, almost. That's a 6. That does not succeed. So I'll figure that out shortly, but there's a coastal sub there now. And that will go British, as will all of the territories that I did not take. And whatever other ones here I don't manage to succeed at. Okay, we'll roll up the 2 coastal subs that are rating line P59 from the Australians, or Anzac. So 2 or less, lose the sub. It's +1 for the sub, and I believe it's +1 for anti-submarine warfare, and they do not have radar. So it's just an even dice roll and a possibility of losing the submarine. So we have 2 coastal subs. First coastal sub, even, no loss, and 5, so that doesn't hit the sub. Next coastal sub, there's 4 damage, so that's $4 off, correction, maximum of $2 off of the line in P59. So take that. 2 damage on this line. Okay, now we'll go into combat number 1. We have a tactical bomber at a 7. Target select doesn't matter. There's only one militia there. We have the medium armor, which will be coming in round 2. That will be reduced down -2 for the jungle, so it's at a 4. The marine and the infantry unaffected by terrain. That's only jungle. So that will be at 2s, and the militia is also at a 2. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Wow. Okay, so the infantry was the only thing that hit there. Everything else missed. And the tank comes in round 2, but that militia is now gone. So, come back here. Japan goes up $2 for Sumatra. 58 to 60. Okay, combat number 1 complete. Combat number 2 is Borneo. They have a militia and a seaplane. The seaplane doesn't fight back. There's nothing for it to attack. The medium bomber is at a 7. The militia and infantry are at a 2, and the marine and infantry are at a 2, and the militia is at a 2. That's just jungle territory. So roll that up. Yikes! So the medium bomber was successful in its hit. The infantry and marine missed, as did the militia. So that one also successful. Okay, so Borneo, $2 for Japan. They go from 60 to 62, but they also get another bonus for $2 bonus for owning Borneo. Okay, now this battle. This is the one where I don't hope I don't get diced out of. Okay, so we have a heavy battleship at a 5 or less. We have 2 battleships at 4 or less on the shore bombardment, and a battle cruiser at 3 or less. Also, we have 3 marines and 1 infantry, all at a 2. I want to say that get rid of this. I can say that's a mountainous territory. It definitely looks different than these ones. I have to go rip out my map downstairs and see, but that definitely looks mountainous. That has a similar look to it. So I'm going to say it's mountainous, worst case scenario. I'm totally wrong and we get completely craft shooted here, but so they have 2 infantry at 4 and 2 militia at 4. I'm going to say my 4 dice are at 1s, and then I have the 2 fighters at 6. Okay, let's see what we get here. I'm looking for a 5 on the red dice, something less than a 4 on the orange dice, and anything under a 3 on the green dice. And none of those. Oh wait, now 1, 2. 2 hits. So both militia will be taken on first strikes. It's not as bad as it looked. Okay. Not going to complain about that. And round number 1. Yikes. That is not pleasant. So misses. Oh wait, no. That's a 6 from the air. 1 air from 1 fighter. All misses on the land side, and 2 hits, which go against both Marines in the first round, and they lost 1 infantry. Okay, so both of those are dead. That was a pretty good round 1 for them. Okay, let's go to round 2. Yikes. Gets another one. So that will take the infantry off. Their infantry also dies. Both my fighters were successful in hitting that territory. Okay, so I take Java with 1 Marine. Okay, so Japan will go up another $2 from 62 to 64. But they also get another bonus for owning Java. Now, that also means they get, I want to say it's access to resources as the access to resources possess Manchukuo, Borneo, Java, and Sumatra. So that gives me an additional rail movement in all regions and an additional strategic naval movement. Okay. So I believe that is the remainder of the combat. Oh no, we finished that. So that means the British now get West Timor, Celebes, that island, Dutch New Guinea. On this side of the map, they need a coastal sub, a submarine, and a destroyer to exchange with. So submarine, coastal sub, and a destroyer. A little too far zoomed in here. Yikes. Okay, so that takes that off. Takes those off. There's a destroyer here, and a submarine here, and a coastal sub here. Okay, so $1, $2, $3 for the UK on this side of the board. So they go from 12 to 15. Okay, clean this. A little bit of mess up. Got them all right, yeah. Okay, and on this side of the map, they get a territory in tsunami. They get the Netherlands. And they get a coastal defense ship and a torpedo boat destroyer. So, torpedo boat destroyer, coastal defense ship, militia, and 3 infantry. And of course, I would delete the coastal defense ship and the torpedo boat destroyer. Apologies, folks. Longer than it needed to be. So, coastal defense ship and the destroyer, they get the Netherlands worth $2 with 3 infantry and a militia, and Tsunami worth $1. So they go up another $3. So they go from 15 to 18. Okay, I think that's all the fun from that one. Okay, non-combat movement. So the tactical bomber will go back to Ceylon. That's 1-2 movement. The 2 fighters will go onto the 2 light carriers in this fleet. The fleet in P32 will move 1-2 into P46. The 2 transports will join that fleet. The 4 heavy battleships will join that fleet. And the transport from P14 will move 1-2 into that fleet. Okay. And Japan now can rail 2 units in this territory. So 1 infantry from Hopei is going to go to Yunnan. And that medium tank in Rihi will also go to Yunnan. Okay. Oh, medium bomber. Okay, so the medium bomber goes back to Sarawak. And I think that's all of the non-combat movements. Rail, Hope, fleet, transport. Yep. Okay, so we'll go on to place units. So, heavy battleship will join the fleet. 4 of these subs will join the fleet. That's not going to fit there, is it? Sorry, team, there. Just bear with me. I'll move a little, clean this up a bit. So there's only one shipyard in this zone, and I don't have, wait a second. I do have improved construction and improved factories. So I believe I can place all of these subs here. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think the factories... Should have looked that up earlier. The fighter will be placed in Tokyo. The medium armor will be placed in Tokyo. And one marine will be placed in Tokyo. Let's look this up for a second. Improved construction. Major shipyards can produce 8 units instead of 5. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, 2 infantry are going to Rihi. 2 infantry are going to Burma. We have a militia upgrade in Burma. We have a militia going to Yunnan. We have a militia upgrade going to southern India. And we have a militia going to Burma. Okay, that looks like the end of all of the units placement phase. And we'll go on to collect income. So Japan saved $1. And they should be at $64. Did I mess that up? Java gave them 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, $64. And then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $17 in bonuses. So by my count, that's 81. And $1 is 82 bucks. Okay, I think that's it. Elite Golden, you're up next. Looking forward to what crazy moves you're going to make in this late in the game. For everyone else, thanks for watching.